You're not imagining anything. I am now 101 on this character. Do some leveling last night after watching Foundation, a couple episodes of Foundation. And okay, good. Stream is in good shape. So now I'm back in. What has changed? Well, I've finessed the build a little bit. Test out the crippling aspect, right? So I've removed some cards like blocker and removed a couple of the things and decided let's just try this to see how well the crippling works. Because I do love it so much with the shotgun and with rifles. It just gives you a tremendous control on enemies, especially big ones like the Blue Devil that you come across. You can basically lock them down so they can't keep attacking you. Like if I had been able to cripple that one Blue Devil that I ran across, I wouldn't have had to run from him, run for my life, basically. It would have been great to take him down. But so put all the effects on my gear because I was leveling in West Tech from 75 to 100, and then I just did random things after, and that bumped me to another level. And then I also ran the Mischief event down here. I just went what it felt like to shoot those guys in the forest, and then someone else did show up, and so we finished it together, and I got 3 items from that, three-star items. So I vended those, got lots of script, right? Like 120 script for those. And then I had a few other drops, like several drops inside West Tech. Nice. Very, very nice to have. So I was able to finally put Overeater, Intelligence and Through Hikers, and you can see Rejuvenators there. Intelligence Arms Keepers, Intelligence Through Hikers, Intelligence Arms Keepers, Intelligence Through Hikers. So these 5 pieces are very... I put Rejuvenators here. I also have 2 more Rejuvenators and 2 radioactive powered. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to put radioactive powered on like the arms and then Rejuvenators on the legs. Rejuvenators, 2 radioactive powered. The radioactive powered should behave sort of like the What's Rad card does, but an improved version of it. If we look at What's Rads, way over here, or What Rads, not the restore 1 rad per second, but this will be a lot more rad per second. But they also impart a healing effect as they do so. So what happens is, at least that's my understanding. Let me see. No, it might be AP actually. Yeah, AP regen at the cost of rads. That's it. Okay, so I'll get AP regen. I'll get 4 AP regen. I will constantly be getting rid of rads. And then Rejuvenators will give me AP, and it'll also give me health. So like even with one Rejuvenators, you can see that my AP is not going down as fast as it normally would. It's actually... So there's that. Now I do need to move my survival tent somewhere else because I need to move my allies camp over here. Last night I was just on by myself, and I didn't feel like firing up this mat. So let's move this over here so she can move her camp over. Yeah, that should be enough. All right, so before she travels over, I'm going to go ahead and clear these enemies because they'll probably be firing on her camp and destroying things, and I don't want them to do that. What I'm hoping is that those 2 rad powereds and 3 rejuvenators will be enough to keep this guy topped off when it comes to AP. And then, of course, and then, of course, I won't need blocker, and I won't need as much, self-healing, or not self-healing, as much resistances and all those things as I normally would, because 3 sources of healing just from existing, right? The 3 rejuvenators. And then, he's crippled. Oh, there we go. Yeah, he's crippled. See that? Nice. He didn't die in 1 hit, so he's crippled. Okay, there we go. Now let's bring the other character over. You can see him. Let's go over here real quick and regroup with the alt. Let's bring her over. So she can... Shit, I forgot to sneak. I think if you're sneaking, then when someone else shows up, they can respawn. Not sneaking sort of suppresses that. Okay, let me look at the timing on my things here. 45 minutes. Okay, so let's just rebuffs here. I'll put my armor here. I'm going to park her. Shelters don't seem to work, so I'm not going to put her in a shelter. I guess I didn't put a shelter down here in the first place. All right, well, I'll just put her over here and just, she'll sort of just chill. Okay. This lovely economy of arrangement here. 1, 2, and now let's sleep. So I can't promise that this will be interesting. It might actually be very boring because all I'm going to do is I'm going to level in West Tech. I'm going to try to get those enchanting effects on my gear. I also want to put pinpointers on this weapon. Pinpointers because I just want a good general purpose, 20% additional damage. I'm not sure if it's a multiplier or if it adds value. Like if the weapon does 100 points base damage, but it's buffed to 200, does the 20% of 100 or 20% of 200, right? I don't know. Okay, so the instrument. But I did buy a few extra cards. So Super Duper, Chemist. She doesn't have Ammo Smith. I don't think she'll ever need it again. Because now I'm mostly using a weapon that just feeds me ammo. It's crazy. I put so much ammo. It's like the shotgun. You just don't need to craft any shotgun pellets or shotgun. Maybe the first 2 minutes that you play it. Let's rebuff on this. I also made some cranberry relish this morning, and I made healing salve. So yeah, having Super Duper and having Chemist really helps with those things. I'll show you. I put those on my second loadout, which is right here. Like if you look now, you can see I have Happy Camper, I have Chemist, I have Super Duper, like all the camping, harvesting, all these kind of things that make more sense when I'm sort of in my camp. But now I'll go back to the heavy weapons. Again, I don't like using the perk machine to switch between builds like that. I typically will build in a way that I can using perk loadout manager, using keybinds, just much faster. But now I'm going to refresh these real quick. 1, 2. Now I'm going to put my armor down. Actually, let me put those in here so I don't accidentally do anything with them. There we go. I keep carrying them around. They don't do anything for me when I'm carrying them, so. Right now I have 40 legendary script, 45, I think, to put an item on the, here, let me actually, now I'm thinking about it, let's bring her over here to the door. That way we can play Ring Around the Rosie or back and forth with the instance and keep resetting it. Oh yeah, food. Haha. Board soup. Fortunately, I won't have to worry about health for very long. 2 more rejuvenators on there, it'll be like ridiculously easy to stay alive. Like I'll probably never have to even use a stim pack, but we'll see. It's a birthday cake, potato juice, brain fungus. Actually, no, I have brain bombs. Let's do that, yeah. Company tea, cranberry relish. My, now I have 40 intelligence. The only thing better would be if I popped lunch boxes. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I might, actually. Be kind of fun, wouldn't it? See much better leveling results. You can see that being a cripple build isn't damaged too much. And it is crippling them, see that? Like when I don't kill them, they are getting, you know, crippled a bit, which is fun. It's fun to cripple enemies. I'm not worrying about those 2 dogs anymore. If they come at me, I'll kill them. Otherwise, I'm not going to go hunting for them. Now, I am sort of doing a little bit less damage on his head there, I think. But putting pinpointers on the weapon will help cover that. Yeah, if I do lunch boxes, I need a reason to justify it. Like, would this be something that happens, you know, in the normal course of play? And I think I could make a case for that because, you know, often people will pop lunch boxes up. Or maybe this guy, you know, decided to buy a bunch of lunch boxes, or maybe he's logged in and he has lunch boxes in his inventory or something. Or maybe his friend is like, hey, you know, why don't I help you out and I'll pop some lunch boxes. But what that would do is effectively double that DPS from 28.99. Well, let me see how much am I getting. I don't know the base damage. It doesn't make sense until I'm getting consistently high level enemies, though. Maybe not power. Like I'm still getting like low level, like 60. Because I think at like around 120 is when all the enemies are like, when the instance is finally at its high level watermark. Now she'll go in. He's coming out, or she's coming out. The main is, or the high level is going in. So this character, when they get outside, will immediately turn around the other character in the instance. Because their instance is fresh, right? It's completely reset. As you can see, there's enemies there in the distance. So I can go ahead and just hit M. Now, if my main character left, right, like, okay, it's reset, I can leave now. No, it would basically kick this character out. Be in the leader's instance without you. Now, see, that didn't really help me that much on that character. It didn't really, I'd almost rather well, I won't know until I get pinpointers on there, or 1 shot is good enough. Because, like, right now, 2 shots, 1 shot is not good enough, right? So I don't know, am I sacrificing damage for that? I don't think I am. Like, if I look down here, it's just awareness, right? There's nothing else I could put in there as damage. I think I got rid of survival more than anything else, I think. I think I'm just up against the point where now the enemies have been reset to be a higher level. And so now, since they're no longer, you know, 75 usually, now my damage is sort of falling behind the... And it's possible I'm killing too quickly, right? Maybe I need to take a little bit of damage for taking one for the team to kick in. because that would give me 20% more damage. Like right now, I probably have. It's easier when you have an enemy that stays there for a while, like the EN06. You can see the effect kick in your damage numbers. They go, like if you have rank 4 of taking one for the team, the numbers go up noticeably, amazingly. Like all of a sudden, you're doing, you know, measurably more damage. You can see he takes a knee, and we are getting a lot more, now that they're 100, getting a lot more legendary enemies, which is what I expected. Yeah, if I had pinpointers on there, these enemies would be dead. Maybe I'll put pinpointers on there after this run, because I'll have enough. I should have enough. Go away. I should be able to vend and get enough script for it. Oh. All right, so let's go down to Nuka World. I'm going to basically take her back to her camp. I hate it when it does that. Let's go to your camp, not to the cliff. Yay! All right, so now I can go out here. I did rename these so that they would appear at the bottom of lists. Pinpointers, there we go. And let's see if I can...
What are we gonna do, Pop?
Can I put another piece on here? Left arm. Just tell you what, I'll put all 3 rejuvenators on. I think I have enough for that. Leg. Yeah. Okay, so 3 rejuvenators and pinpointers. So we're really cooking with gas now. This is becoming very much an end game build now, even in this power armor, right? The power armor is really not all that important because all power armor is pretty powerful. The thing that you're really getting with power armor is the well, first of all, the strength of using a frame, so that's 10 strength. The second effect is you're getting across the board reduction in incoming radiation, just by default, and is that minus 42% incoming damage, like the Overeater's effect, but more powerful even. Sometimes I'm missing, and that's okay. And really, it doesn't matter if I take damage. Rejuvenators should be fixing that. Right, like he can attack me. I don't need blockers because I have Overeaters and the compounding effect of Overeaters on as the first star, and then the straight 40 reduction. I think they're multiplicative, like it's like 56% overall damage reduction. The way that works, I think. All right, so let's get rid of all this stuff.
Don't eat just anything you find out there.
Why not? I want to eat everything. About farming West Tech is you get so much stuff that it's really easy to collect stuff. Like I could farm for an hour and have enough to vend, to make up, to fill up that the vendor for the day, right? I wouldn't need to like save a bunch of things to sell later. Right up to that. It's just crazy. It's almost annoying that I get so much. Okay, I'm trying 3 pieces of rejuvenators using pinpointers. I should be able, after I build up a few stacks of adrenaline, like it's going to take a few stacks of adrenaline to get to that one-shot level 100 enemies in here. Or maybe not, I don't know. Okay, so that's nice.
No green stuff here.
All right, so they're one-shotting. Lots of 79. So 2,000, 2,200 weak spot damage. It's pretty good, considering these guys have considerably less health than that. Well, most of them. Come on. I don't know why it does that. It's like I'm right now. The dogs don't provide much XP, so they're not worth like taking time to hunt down. I didn't pump some lunch boxes. Oh, you. Okay, just switch to the next core. That little deet, 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 deet. I just depleted the previous one. I can always set up another fusion core generator. And sadly, I can't regenerate anything because electric absorption seems to be broken. Why? Stop annoying people. Ooh, 3 stars, nice. All right, so I'm going to go back out to the camp and take a beat. I'm going to grab 4 lunch boxes. Yeah, they won't line up perfectly with everything else, but that's okay. I can always rebut. Lunchbox. And I'm going to give her a leader bauble as well. So why not? Oh, glowing bubble. Leader. Okay. More. It's always 4 lunch boxes, not more. You gain no extra benefit. Well, no XP benefit. I mean, you might get weird little gizmo benefits that show up as fun little things, but those are sort of bullshit. Now, I am hobbling myself a little bit because I took off Curator in order to get enough room for the other thing. That. I'm going to go to third person because it borks out and doesn't let you do it as quickly in third person or in first person. I drop a leader bauble. Oh, I already had 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And I can always take more food if I need to. 1 and 3. Get all my ducks lined up. And where's the power armor? There's the power armor. All right. I'm going to take another cranberry relish just to top that off. That way all my buffs line up with each other. No? So, starting from the top.
Hamburger?
Come on, from the top. Brain bombs. Stupid. Company tea. Cranberry relish. Gourd soup. Mutt fruit juice. Those others, I just have them, so I'll take them. Potato juice. Oh, and cake. Okay, so now we have... I'm looking at the times here. Well-tuned is going to drop off, but that's probably going to be okay. It's not worth doing. Okay, so now we're on a 30-minute timer. Oh, so she's ready to go for the next one. We should see over 3,000 XP per super mutant. Maybe not the dogs, but super mutants. If this is do, well, maybe not. I guess only if they're level 100. The level 75s don't give very good XP. Yeah, I'm still at the point where many of the enemies are going to be below 100. Because I'm not yet at, like, whatever it is, whatever the threshold is that tells the enemies, you're all going to be endgame enemies now. But still, that helps. See, 2899, that's pretty good. I may be limited by the fact that above a certain amount of int, because I'm not a low health unyielding build, and I never will be on this character. It's just not the way I just set this out to be. So I'm missing 15 int right off the top. See, I have a total of 40 int, and it's not going to go any higher. I could get to 55 easily with unyielding. I'm trying to remember all the other stuff I usually do to get more int. For some reason, I'm blanking. I can get upwards of like 70 pretty easily on one of my normal characters. Oh yeah, the weapon can have 3 int, but I don't have it. I'd rather have faster reloads for general purpose, whatever. That's one thing I missed out on. That more, oh, the leader bobble. Yeah, there we go. That helps. Get all these multiplicative effects going. Again, I'm not a sprinter. I don't understand how Blobby maintains their sanity while just sprinting through this place. Also, I'm using a mouse, which I don't know if there's a difference, but I find it hard to control my character. Oh, I want a jetpack. Me want a jetpack. Can't get one with this armor though. That's one. It's one negative about this armor is no jetpack. But jetpack is a fusion drainer, so it's sort of a blessing to not have it. Okay, now she goes in. Hopefully the enemies are end game enemies, end game, like the highest level they can be, because she's 1400 something, like well above 125. What I've noticed is when I hit is when the enemies are all like their final state, right? They're no longer, you know, level whatever, lower level to sort of like make it easier for you. You hit 125 and this is like, okay, we're giving you the big guys. Giving you the heavy hitters here. Like right away. See these guys, that guy was 100 right away. Okay, yeah, I'm suffering a little bit from the XP. Still not killing. So I guess it's good that I have a crippling build. I should probably look into ways to do more damage. I am not needing to. I'm not needing to heal myself, which is good. So blocker apparently is not really needed. Not with 3 rejuvenators. Yeah, Miss Bubbly also uses a controller, which is to do a sprint on, especially if you've done it many times. Like, they've probably been in here, you know, 4,000 times, 5,000 times. So to them, they could probably do it in their sleep. It's very impressive to watch. It almost makes me dizzy. Like, this probably makes you dizzy to watch, right? Because you're controlling the camera, and that could be really jarring. I do need to crunch these down. Although, honestly, the weapons aren't taking much space. So my plan is working. It doesn't help that my camera's jittery on the PTS. Like, it stutters around as I rotate, as I yaw around to the left and right. Oh, there we go. Bucketheads die, that's mean. You're a meanie pants. Oh, I thought that guy was up there. Over here, dude. This Blobby, they're slick as shit in here. Like, they know exactly where the enemies are going to be every single time. It's disturbingly impressive. You can find their channel, Mrs. Blobby, MRSBLOBBY, Mrs. Blobby. It's famous for being endgame capped on level on, like, all their alts, even. Like, all their characters. Okay, so this is the alt. Excellent. I should be able to level taking one for the team to rank 2 now. I can't for the life of me remember what I do to get my int that high. Like, I have a checklist, and I just don't have it. Oh, berry mint. I should probably be taking those. But I would want to put Chem Fiend on. Yeah, that would probably help a lot, actually. Could I do... Yeah, let's do Chem Fiend. I did have an animated one, but I was like, I wanted the points more. Do Chem Fiend, Aqua Girl, why not? Now that I have rejuvenators, it seems less important to have defense, at least in here. Maybe I can have a separate build that doesn't use Chem Fiend, but instead uses the other thing. Do I have any Bear Mentats on me? No. Okay, I'll have to get some from my inventory. But I'm using brain bombs, and that helps. Right. Dude, come back. I'm over here. Can't you see where I am? Or can't you hear where I am? Okay, I'm at 120. If the enemies aren't already, they should very quickly go over from being like a mix of 60, 75, and 100 to being mostly like 75 and 100. Whoops. There we go. Weak spot. Dude. Now, I won't be as good. I won't hit 4K. Because it's not... I don't have unyielding armor. If I had unyielding, I might easily hit 4K per enemy of XP. Or at least for the level 100s, not for the doggos. For that, you'd need a double XP weekend. In addition to the lunch boxes. Okay, so let's go out and get... some berry mentats. Oh, does she have any on her? I think she does. Yeah, she has 146 of them on her. Because of course she does. So let's put this on standard key for berry mentats or other chems. Okay, so when I hit that, I have 45 intelligence. How am I only down at 45 intelligence? I thought I was higher. I thought I was 50 intelligence. Berry mentats. Rain bombs, 8. Rainbow relish, 25. Class freak is on. So it's not like I'm getting... Oh, one more from marsupial, probably, yeah. Alright. Let's just go ahead and go right in. I don't know if it's been a minute or not. It takes 60 seconds for the instance to reset. This way. That way it resets immediately. Save ourselves 40 seconds. Because it does take 20 seconds to, like, go in and out. $3,000. Not bad. Much better than it was before. Having buff meter would help. Oh, nice. I'm rank 3. Hi, dude.
No fight today.
Need to pick up a couple more fusion cores. And I probably need to go to a private server and capture another power station, just to sort of have a running supply in the background. Again, with the weird camera motion, it's really jarring. Oh, hi doggy. How about you just take that? It's interesting. I can one-shot everything with a shotgun. Even many of the elites. So just the combat shotgun is amazing for damage. You can make it suppressed, although I used it noisy so they would come find me. And I just used my own suppressor mod to make it quiet. Or I wanted to get an addiction so I see it pop up. Now, if I were leveling like at the beginning of a season, juice up my, to try to get through the scoreboard within, 10 hours or whatever it's going to be this time, if I don't do the EN06 over and over, and I don't do the snake box because I never have. I've never gotten past the first boss just because I've never needed to. I was never in there to like seen it, but I've never really finished any of the fights other than the first one. I only really care about the drops. That's the only reason I really went in there. Well, that and the XP. And so the EN06 for me was a nice balance of drops and XP. I was able to do like a season in just a few hours on both characters, right? On both accounts. Yeah, did it just go through something finally? Did bats actually go through something? That would be amazing. Note to self, pick up. I also considered putting reflective on a couple pieces, but I thought, I don't know. Limited use, very situational. I think I just want the survival build. Excuse me. I hate it when they do that. Go and hide behind one of these beams. Two shots. Yes. How's my weight going? Not too bad. I'll explain what I did with my perk cards and the armor, how that synergizes together to give you incredible carry weight reduction with very few cards. You do have to choose. You can't put Sentinel on or anything like that. So I am compromising there. But I'd also rather have the carry weight reduction. So it's like, it's a hard choice to make, and only you can make based on what you prioritize and how many perk cards you have, how many whatever. Hey, doggy. I'm pretty much invulnerable as long as I don't go AFK. Nothing in here can kill me. It's a lovely way to be. You don't get that with regular armor usually because we don't have the regen. Well, we don't gen yet because it's on the PTS, and I've never seen it because I think you need to farm. Whoops. I think you need to farm the raid for that, and I haven't farmed the raid for a while, like for a long time. But it's sort of like rejuvenators, but you put it on regular armor. Okay, so this girl's going in, and it basically gives you some passive healing. It's better than Sawbones, right? It's much better than Sawbones, or maybe it is Sawbones, because I was using Sawbones on another character. It was amazing on the PTS. Maybe that's what it was. I'm thinking of something else, maybe. I'll have to look. There's a God, I can't remember. There was a set of 4-star mods that does something really non-power armor. Like, because I was really bummed that you couldn't put rejuvenators on regular armor. And this is sort of like, well, you can't put that, but you can put this. And it wasn't Sawbones, which is itself not terrible when you have all 5 pieces. Like, it's a nice of passive healing. I was testing that on my rifle character, right? On the PTS. I can show you if anyone ever wants to see it. Or you can just watch the videos. They're you know, streamed a few weeks ago. Probably do this till for the hour, whatever I get to. And then I'll take a pause, regroup, rethink, maybe define my perk loadout machine settings so I can easily swap between builds here. Level up taking for the team to rank 2. Be thinking about ranking another card to rank 3 and then 4, because that's the way you do it. All to 2, special-wise, just the specials. Always level the specials to 2 together first, then pick one of them and level it to 3 and then 4. That's your best bang for the buck. And then do the same thing with the next special, then the next special. But if you do want to level like taking for the tone for the team, or you could take that all the way to 4, like before any other considerations. You can go to 2, to 3, to 4. There's no downside to doing it that way. Like if I were stealth, I would be leveling follow through probably next to rank 3. And I would be easily one-shotting 4 enemies at once if I were on an arrow. I'm not one-shotting everything, which is a bummer. I need to look at my build again and see, okay, did I do something wrong here to make it so I can't one-shot these guys? That's always a possibility. Ah, there he is. And come on out, guys. You gonna come out? There you go. Shit. There it is. You can loot him over here. Man, I'm seeing them and making sure they go to certain places. That's one thing that's always impressed me about Mrs. Blobby's videos, where they move so fast, the enemies don't have time to travel very far. So they end up being very close to their normal, like, spawning points, wherever those happen to be. And they like flip over here, flip over there, flip over here. Oh, they're crashed out. Okay, here, let's stop their game. Infinite loading screen, even though they said they fixed those. We still get them. Gonna have to wait a minute here. Yeah. Come back in. Come back in. Just go away. Jesus. I swear. Fallout 76 does not work and play well with the OS. Commandeers too many cycles. Doesn't yield when it should yield. Everything synchronously. I don't know if that's a construction kit or the engine that they're using. The old Oblivion Morrowind engine that's just been patched and updated and cobbled together to be more recent. Okay, there we go. Let's grab more. Crazy. Okay, guys, come on. This, right? This is really fun. You just like point, and shoot. Everything's dead. Nice. Love it. Are they crippled? Is someone crippled? Nope, they're all dead. Okay. carry weight is almost out. Let's do a quick crunch. Does take some precious minute or two. My only goal here is to get to like 150. If I can get to 150, I'll be happy during this run. It's not bad. 49 levels in less than 90 minutes. Now armor. Let's put all here. Oh, good God. How are we doing as far as buffs go? We're down to 5 minutes on a lot of these. Let's just hit the machine. I don't know why this one's over here. I think I just ran out of room. And 40. Yes. Very mentats. There we go. I just took a... You didn't see me, but I did. Oh, I forgot to get out. I forgot to get out the fusion core, didn't I? Now, if I took an overdrive or a psycho buff, I would definitely be one-shotting them out on XP. I'd rather have the XP.
Here's something. My head is wrong.
Yeah, you stop right there, buddy. Remember, I can always loot them down here. I don't have to go. Now, if I were really serious about XP, I wouldn't even bother looting. But I do care about loot. Which is slowing me down, right? It does slow you down when you loot. So, like, I've done it where I haven't looted at all. Like, where I'll do... Like, I'll kill as fast as possible and not loot a darn thing. Like, when I'm doing a real serious seasonal leveling spree. I'll just run around as fast as I can and just... Well, I'm usually in sneak mode, but... Because I'm a chicken. No, it's because I'm built not for survival. I'm just built for maximum damage. Enclave plasma. Or I didn't at the time. I wasn't focusing on that weapon. I was focusing on fixers. I die now. I die now? Is that when I die? I die now? There we go. Nice little arrangement. 1, 2, and 3. Excellent. It's not bad. 3,000 caps in the last... well, I think it's from when I started playing at level 100. Let's see. Perfect bubblegum. There we go. I don't have to worry about her thirst or hunger. Okay, let's heal that disease real quick. Let's see, if I keep at this rate, I could easily hit 175 by the end of the hour. It's not bad. Yeah, the damage is not what I was hoping for. I mean, the damage is good. Don't get me wrong. It's really good. But maybe I could make it better some ways. I don't know. I know they're give up to get a furious build, but I do like some of the things that I'm getting from that. Like the reload speed is amazing. Like, choo 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 choo. Right, reloaded. If I were a low health build, I could. I would lose a little. I would lose a little bit of reload speed, like 10% reload speed, 9%. But then I would gain a lot more damage if I were like maybe 25% health. I wouldn't go all the way down, and that would mean I can't put rad powered on my armor because that would sort of fork out the thing. But then I could like swap over to a bloodied. I wouldn't do it for all the time, like just normal. That's a possibility. That would definitely let me want. The extra damage there would be insane. Be like 100% extra damage, as opposed to 50%. But I wouldn't be in unyielding armor, right? I'd still be in power armor. I just wouldn't get the extra stats, right? I wouldn't get extra special. But you can do it. You can be low health unyielding, or a low health power armor, just for the bloodied effect. It's really the only reason you'd do it. Trying to get that. Okay, you come out. There you go. Nice. Only leader can perform this. What? Is there some drop that I'm not getting that I would be getting otherwise? I don't make sense. I like to go to the map on this computer. That way, since I'm not doing anything on that computer, it doesn't like thrash the GPU and make it do more work than it needs to. Over on my second computer, it just sort of goes into it's like, oh, I'm not drawing anything serious. Okay, I'll tone it down. The fan's up or anything. I do wish this were an automatic. That is one thing that makes me a little bit sad, but you know, it's a trade-off. I do have to click, which is annoying. But then again, if it, wow, that guy has a lot of health. It was like 2,500, 2,500, 2,500. How much health does he have? It's crazy. Thank you for not hiding behind a beam. Thank you, Ricochet. Thank you, poking your head out. Again, the dog going up there, I don't care. I'll let him go. Unfortunately, yes, sometimes they are legendary, but This would be a lot smoother if it wasn't getting this camera stuttering. The PTS is all I can imagine it is. It's like it's really weird. Okay, we just swapped fusion cores. Oops. It's another negative of the energy weapons is they sometimes evolve into piles of goo, which for me, I have presents that show up instead of piles. Guess I could turn that off and see if I like with the goo piles back. I've tried different add-ons over time. You know, instead of the paper, you know how you get a paper bag when an enemy dies or whatever, or when you die. There's one that gives you a present instead, so it's easier to find. It's sort of more visible. And I like that present one for like finding, like if you do line in the sand and there's like dead scorched everywhere, sometimes you don't know where they are. Oh, hello. So I have a mod which shows a little present icon or a little present item on the ground. Like when you gift people things. And it just uses that same item in the world. And it makes stuff really easy to find. Before I was using blue, it was like it's like a vivid blue glowing goopy pile. And that made things really easy to find, but then I found the present one and I'm like, ooh, I like that better. Come on, you can come out. Nope. See, this is the present right there. Like his body disappeared, but then the present came out. Oh, all right, I'll kill you guys if you just want to play. Come on, give me an addiction. Just took a berry mentat, so I really like a mentats addiction right now, even though I said I don't want addictions. Oh. You know what? I can still get you from here. I just don't like it when the present moves somewhere I didn't expect. There we go. Thank you, Gunfu. Gunfu is amazing. I only use rank 1 because I'm not really using it for the DPS increase. I'm using it for the targeting. Because, like, you don't want to build relying on Gunfu for that buff, for that damage buff. It's just too inconsistent, and very often you'll be faced with just one enemy, or maybe Gunfu won't be able to select it. Like there, it didn't select that guy for some reason. I don't know why. But then you don't get that 30% DPS buff. Now you go back in. You go to map. I'm doing Alt-Tab to go between those, of course. Give me my camera. There we go. Thank you. My adrenaline stacks aren't there yet. Doing less damage than normal. 5, 6, 7. So 70% plus 6% per. Sorry, 16% extra. 16.6 extra percent damage per. Because adrenaline rush or what adrenal reaction and and adrenaline sort of working together. But now I'm one-shotting more things. I was looking around for ways to increase my damage, like from anti-armor effects, but I think I can only get one anti-armor effect. So I'll have to research that a little bit more. With like bows, there were 2. With small guns, there's, well, for ranged weapons, there's tank killer. But I don't know of any other thing I could put in for large guns. I don't think there's anything else other than tank killer. Because they did weird things with the heavy gun perks. Like what used to be armor effect now just gives you something else, like just more damage or something, which I could put in. That would help. But I was hoping for more anti-armor to like completely negate enemy armor. I think that's why bows excel so much right now, is because they have pretty much enough anti-armor effect that they can completely the armor of even the biggest creatures, or at least reduce it to being trivial. It's just absurdly, lovely broken. I highly recommend you try a bow build. It's just, it's stupidly fun, powerful. Oh, come on. Where are you going? Don't be like that. Basically, at this point, I run until I run out of lunch. Nothing else matters. The lunchbox buff is the most powerful buff. So even if the other buffs drop off, I'll just keep going until those are still going. So like if I look over here, 17 minutes basically. So that's her. Go back in to help her. I've noticed the lunchbox buffs don't always line up between characters, which is really weird. Like if I look at this character, will she be 17 minutes or will it be different? 19 minutes. See, why? Why 19 minutes? That doesn't make any sense. The person that did the lunch boxes, is it because she logged out? Maybe. Or no, she should be less if she logged out, right? It's so weird. She should actually have more duration left because she was offline. You know what I could do? No, I do want to keep guns on. Gunsmith. At least I can keep him locked down, crippled, while I'm reloading. Oh, there'll be fight. Don't worry, it's coming. It's a-coming. Good God, guys, don't run away. Oh, I'm now over. Okay. I do need to crunch stuff before I leave.
for mercy.
I'm good. Scream for loot. You can see the weight of this pistol is only point, right? This assault rifle is less than a pound because I have 90% weight reduction on all weapons, except for, you know, grenades. They no longer count for arms keeper. Hey, there's Ed Solo. Han Solo's brother, maybe? Now we've lost all of our adrenaline. After this, I should be able to level up another, taking one for the team to rank 2, but then I should be able to get, like, strength to rank 3, I think. I'm officially in the end game, in my opinion, because all my special cards are to 2, and I can farm West Tech with ease. This stupid wiring here makes it so you can't, like, shoot directly through it sometimes. It's really annoying. You can cook up all this mutant hound meat. Just switch to a new fusion core. Yep, burning through those fusion cores. It's because I increased my AP cost on purpose so I could get better damage from the number cruncher card. So I didn't really need to loot him. I'd be looting him anyway when I get over here. Oh, explosive effect on this weapon with VATS optimized. So now my VATS chance to hit is really high, which is good because I did, you know, remove some perception a bit. Oh, don't go away. Doopy doopy doo. See that weird stuttery motion there when I turn the camera? It's not supposed to be like that. Let's see. Come on out, come on out, come on out. Thank you. Another 15 minutes of killing, maybe? You need to go dump this stuff at the camp. So it just goes to show you, when you see someone with really, really high levels like me or this Ed Solo or Grim Calavera, it's not like they're like, you know, super amazing players or whatever. It's not that. It's that they know how to farm XP. There's ways to sort of game the system XP really fast. And that's how we do it. We just run West Tech over and over, or we run that over and over. Okay, so there's that. Ooh, let's put weapons in here. Whoops. That's enough. So like 3,000, I would probably be only like level 1,000 if I hadn't like run West Tech a million times and run EN06 a million times. You just really juice your XP and really reach about level 1,000 or even I'd say about 650. You don't get more powerful, you just get more flexible. So if you see someone at levels, say 700, 700 seems to be about where it is for me. If you see a level 700, they pretty much have their build set, right? As powerful as someone who's level 10,000, or they can be, right? The thing that the level 10,000 has is they have the flexibility to swap legendary cards in and out like crazy. Like they can change their build around at will, right? They basically have resources when it comes to like build options that a level 700 probably doesn't have yet, because they're probably perk point starved, because they just used all their perk points to level up their legendary cards. Maybe an alternate swap-in card that they can use, like, you know, 5 specials and taking one for the team, and then maybe they switch, or maybe they put in what rads on occasion. And so doing that used up all their perk coins, but they still have a few that they can use to swap. So now they just, you know, now you farm. So while it's somewhat impressive to see someone at 4777, it's not as you might think. They're not like, you know, that guy that's 4777 is not, you know, 30 times more powerful than me by any stretch. He just has, you know, many other options at his fingertips and for playing. Like he won't be able to clear this instance any faster than me. If he were using the same weapon, he would be at the same level of killing. The one-shot things consistently because of having a few more extra perks that I can't fit in right now, so that's nice. And his team would, of course, be at rank 4. There's no way it wouldn't be. So that would be nice. But as far as like being able to do this, nope. You can do this at you just have to be, you know, you have to work a little harder, but not much harder, maybe 25% more hard. That's what she said. By standing there that way, I'm preventing all the spawns from coming back. If I were stealthed, or wait, I shouldn't be stealthed. I don't know why I was. Habit, I guess. If you're stealthed and the enemies can respawn, but if you're not stealthed, the enemies won't respawn. It's a fun little pro tip, I guess. Or is it really pro? The weird thing is taking one for the team doesn't really kick in unless someone hits me. So that puts me at a little bit of a disadvantage here. This is like one case where I would probably put in electric absorptions for the team, because like he just hit me, and so now taking one for the team is active for 10 seconds. Only 10 seconds, and then it goes away. I have to get hit again, not shot at and miss, but it actually has to land a hit on me, and then taking one for the team. I have, X amount of extra damage multiplicatively for the next 10 seconds, and then it goes away, unless someone, again, hits me. So it's sort of you have to play it right. You have to be hit at least every 10 seconds for that to really boost your damage. They shoot at you and miss, doesn't count. If you're behind something and they hit the wall, doesn't count. Right there, yep, taking one for the team is active. Does it even show up? Taking one for the team. I don't think it does. I think it just shows up in your damage. So now taking one for the team is active. Now I do more damage. See, I'm one-shotting. So it's good to get hit when you're in this build. Come on, hit already. See, I'm doing 2,500 damage instead of like... That's taking one for the team. And now it's probably gone. Now it's back. Because I got shot. So if you want to track it, look when I do 2,500 damage roughly. That's when taking one for the team is active. So it doesn't matter, melee, range, whatever, any kind of damage, it will proc it. Now when I rank that to rank 2, that 2,500 when it actually procs will jump to like maybe 2,700 damage or something like that. At rank 4, it's noticeable. Like when I'm doing EN06 and it procs on me and then it goes to phase 2 and I'm on the flamer, right? The enclave gun as a flamer. I do like insane. Oh, I don't want to do her. What am I doing? Stop. Yeah, see, I'm not built for this right now. Player. You stop, you. See, I got distracted monologuing. My damage will go to like 7,000 per hit on the flamer. And then as soon as taking one for the team drops off, I'm down 504,000. Maybe 4,500. I haven't tested all the changes with range and the flamer. I should test that before the PTS is over. But like Mrs. Blobby does this for we're used to. Now they farm the snake in the raid. But when they did this, they would do this for 5 hours straight. And I'm like, how do you I can't do that. They must be like young, right? They have to be. Because I'm 60 and I'm like, after an hour of this over and over, my brain's... It's fun, but I do have my own limits, and that is, my brain gets fried and I need a break. Oh, nice. Plasma. I might hold on to that. See, that weapon is what you want the spinny stuff for. Although I don't like spinny weapons, I don't like the spin up. I haven't tested the new cards to see if the spin delay reduction is pleasant or not. To me, when I hit the button, I want to see damage numbers. As soon as I hit that fire button, I don't want to hold it down and have it go, and then spinny number. are coming in. That's annoying to me. I want immediate feedback. Okay, dude. All right. I can. Oh shit, you're behind there. Damn it. Grenade, schmenade. Ooh, I don't want head. I don't want torso. Give me head, thank you. Yeah, 175. I figured I'd hit about 175, based on how long it was taking me to kill, like do one run. Add in some slop for like inventory management, rebuffs. I'd be getting 4,000 per hit if I were unyielding and low health. That's not to be. Or wait, was I... See, now I'm starting to like... Okay, it's reset. Excellent. I'm starting to forget whether I was on my other character's instance or not. So what happens after a while? I start to get sleepy and lose focus and forget, oh, did I do this? Oh, no, I did that. I keep forgetting to take a berry mentas. There we go. Now I'm addicted. Now I can see when it drops. Although it's probably too late for that. This will last 10 minutes, so it'll probably be all I have left. Still, it's there. No. For a little bit extra int. It's 10% XP. It's not bad. That was slick. That was fun. Shooting on my way down. Come on. Step out. Step out. Few runs left. Yeah, so when you see someone at 5,000, like this Ed Solo guy, it's impressive. Don't get me wrong. It's impressive to see someone that high, but it's not like they did 5,000 points worth of, you know, adventuring. They basically just XP farmed during double or triple XP weekends with lunch boxes, and they basically just did this. and over again. Like they did a really boring thing for hours to get there. It's still impressive in its way, and I've done it many times, but it's not like they're like super Mr. Expert game player any more than I am. I mean, maybe they are. They just, you know, they saw a guide, they thought, oh, this is good, I'll build this way, I'll do this, and they did it for, you know, 100 hours. It's not that difficult. Anyone can do it. You just have to be willing to do something really boring over and over and over again. You know, with the idea that, you know, the end goal is I want to have more thing. I want to have a bigger number. My number big. Me better. Oh, you're right there. Okay. Nice. This camera stutter is so crazy. Come on, come out. Come out. There you go. It's amazing that these are hauled back every time. Screws, springs. I'm sure there's a more optimal path to do this, but I just don't know it. Because it would be blocked. And I don't know their path, like by heart. I know generally the way they go, but it's not the way I go. I also know the way that like Mr. West Tech throws Nuka grenades, but that's not the way I do it. Or Angry Turtle, you know, they all have their sort of favorite ways of doing things, and that's totally cool. I just develop my own pathways for things. And I don't know if they're completely optimal, maybe they're not. Well, clearly my pathway is not as optimal as Mrs. Blobby's. They're like, they can clear an instance in like 40 seconds. Is that right? Was I in there on my own? I don't remember. You know, I'm starting to forget. Everything's starting to blur together for me. Talking and narrating doesn't help either. Normally I would be like hyper-focused. Maybe having something on YouTube on the side, you know, some mildly entertaining thing that doesn't require any mental attention to. Let's see buff times. Mostly Lunchbox. What's Lunchbox doing? They are... I'm done. Alright, let's go handle all this stuff. $75. I made it to my goal, so that was nice. so weird. Oh, Gourmand short enclave plasma. Like this weapon right here, it's a pistol. I don't like pistols. I'll show you why. You know how I play in first person, mostly? Ooh. Where is it? See how big that thing is? See how much of my screen it takes up? Yick. I hate it. I hate it so much. Let's go one. And then, where's a 12 item? There's a 3, 3, 10. Damn it. Oh, there's a, there we go. There we go. 0. I can, see how many do I have? 105. I think I will just save those for later. I'm not going to like crunch them just to get stuff now, because I can get more from the machine. And there's nothing about the as far as like their effects or whatever. Now, if I were playing alone, if I didn't have the aid of my alt, I would be like crunching overeaters, quad, to try to learn the recipes, right? Or maybe get the box mods. Here, let's just put these in my thing so I don't have to worry about them. I don't want to accidentally crunch them. Yeah, some people absolutely love the Gatling plasma. I don't. I just don't like it. Don't like it. Never have. I'm weird. I know. It's probably what you start out with, especially if you've played Fallout 4, which I haven't. So if you like, you know, had fun with a specific weapon in like an earlier version of the game, or in this game, that's sort of what you started with, you probably have this weird, irrational affinity for it. I do. And I can't claim that my love of rifles is completely rational. It's not necessarily, but that's what I love. So there we go there. How are we on durability? Yeah. All right, so let's go to my, let's get out of this armor. And you can see I'm overweight, right? I'm at 438, whereas I was like way underweight before. I'll show you why that happens. What was I going to do? Repair. I need the perk machine for this. There it is. Because now I have weapon artisan here. Now I'm sort of self-contained. There we go. Fully healed up. I really hate using the perk machine. Okay, so the way this works, the reason I can carry so much, and the reason I can't when I take off the power armor. If you're chatting, I can't see it, sorry. It's not available to me. It's broken for some reason. Okay, so if we look at my chest, I have through hikers. 1, 2 through hikers. And then I have the through hikers card right here. Just one, right? When you combine this with 3 through hiker cards, that gives you 90% weight reduction. Now, that in and of itself wouldn't be worth those 3, but it also works for this, right? saves me 2 perk cards. It's a lot, right? 3 armor pieces for saving 2 perk cards. And then if I have 1 arms keeper here, this is where it really gets good. So it's 50% less. 2 points is 75% weight reduction. But if I have arms keeper on 1 and 2 pieces, that boosts this card's effectiveness to 90%. So weapons weigh 10% of what they did. All chems, basically all consumables weigh 10% of what they normally would. Now, that's not a super huge deal when it comes to, because I could just put 2 cards here or 2 cards here. But that does free up slots at the cost of other things. Like I can't put sentinels on here, right? Whoops. I lose sentinels. I lose other 3-star effects that I might otherwise want. So that is a trade-off. Sentinels is good now. Be nice to have it, but I need weight reduction. And then rejuvenators, obviously. And then I don't know if I want rad powered on. I might toy with a low health on this and then make the weapon bloodied. That would be viable. I don't know. I could try that. Let's see what happens if I do that. I would need to... What would I need to do? What are my resources? I'm at 105 legendary script. I'm 3 legendary I need 12 more legendary modules to do this. So let's give him some legendary modules. Let's do this all at her camp, which is more pleasant, in my opinion. Oh, I have to get back my power armor. Can't go anywhere. You'll see my carry weight suddenly drops to next to nothing because of this. Now I'm at 117, right? Because I'm carrying loads of meat. Hundreds and hundreds of pounds of meats, vegetables, chems, healing things. It's the Bright Plaza. I don't know why the AP doesn't regen. It's weird. It's like it's broken. There's like, I've heard other people talk about that, like where the AP just won't regen. You have to use like a coffee to get it back. It's really weird. Very strange. Okay, so what I need to craft a... While I'm in my high int mode, I want to craft a weapon that'll give it 100% or 200% durability. So once created, oh, I got a spare. See the 200% durability there? Let's get rid of one of those. Let's lock this. I'll call this plasma plus B. This will be plus F. I'll like work out the rest of their things later. All right, so she needs something she can crunch. Let's see here. Which one? Actually, that's too valuable. Can I give her a lower one? Nope, I want all those. I'll give her this one because I would never use it. At least not on the PTS. You can have that, chicka baby. Crunch away, get those legendary modules. Now she can go over here. Say modify. Add modules. Let's put, I'll put bloody on in a minute. Bats optimized. No, I don't want that. I want swift there. But I won't worry about that yet. I just want the bloodied effect for now. I'll worry about the other things in time. Those are mostly just not needed. Just need one of those. I will grab the Bats Enhanced, and I will grab the Swift just for later, in case I like it. Oh, and pinpointers. I think I do have a pinpointers, don't I? Yes, I have 8. Good lord. Okay. I would never do this except I'm in the PTS, and I can just afford to lose all this. Plus, I have most of these on other characters too. Like they've accumulated. I'll just go ahead and trick it out. Why not? It doesn't really cost me anything. Bloody. Bats Enhanced. Bats Optimized. Pinpointers. All right. This properly. This is a Plasma. B, VE, Swift, PP. Plasma, F, VE, Swift, PP. There we go. Now we can see exactly what they have. And the Holy Fire, I don't rename that because it is what it is. We all know the Holy Fire. Yeah. Okay, so now I can put the bloodied one on number 2. So there's this. There's the bloodied. Now I need to find a way to do that by taking toxic goo, because I'm not allowed to use anything other than heavy weapons, so I can't use a plasma gun to lower my health. I'm only allowed to use heavy weapons or my fists. I can equip other things, I just can't use it, right? So that allows me to, accidentally, and it's like, oh shit, I accidentally equipped that weapon. Or like one time I accidentally equipped a piece of armor because I was just like clicking through, and that's fine. That's not, I just can't leave it on there. It's like, nope, don't leave it on. Now, one thing I was considering is I might have an escape valve for that. Like when I take this armor off, I'm like at a real detriment, right? So I might like craft a crappy piece of leather armor, like low level leather armor, like level 1. So it's not really giving me any benefits when I'm like not in armor. And that might be like, a sort of a concession to the fact that when I'm armor, I'm so overweight, right? So I wouldn't be making it for good armor, right? Because it's not. Like I could go light armor, leather chest piece, level 1. See, it's just so low, right? It's just so terrible. And then I would just throw like legendary modules on there just weight, right? When I'm in town or when I'm in the mall or here. And that way I have something to fall back on so I don't suddenly weigh 500 pounds or whatever. That's really the only reason I would put it on. And then I would, of course, have to switch to power armor for combat. It's just one of those rules that I'm sort of like playing out in my head as I go. Like, would that be fair? Is that fair? That seems to be fair, right? I don't know. Because part of this is also to have fun, and it's not suddenly weigh 600 pounds when you're trying to go from point A to point B, and you're just like going from over there to over there. Do I really have to go get my power armor for that and put that on? And that's just tedious. Okay, so reassess. This will be hilarious. 232 mutant hound meat. Yeah. Like, I can't craft in this, right? Which sucks. I hate that about power armor. I have to take it off. It's annoying. That little animation is annoying. Here. Let's just make regular mutant hound chops. Yeah, there we go. Perk packs. There's 15 of them. Holy shit, that's 60 cards. That's insane. Brick wall, nope. Pain train, nope. Strong arm, no. I'll hold on to that. This, I don't have room for. I already have, I'll keep that one. I'm not doing that, not doing that, not doing that. I already have that. Don't need that. I don't do scoped weapons, like in scope form, you know? I don't do that. Some cards are just sort of meh. I already have natural resistance. Cards, I already have happy camper. Whoops, no. This one, yes. No. 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 I already have it. No. Already have it. I'm not doing fix it good. Or I'm not doing that. Whatever that was. First aid. We have all the hacker cards and they're animated. Nice. No melee weapons. No. No. I'll keep it animated. No. No, I won't do pyrotechnician. I don't really need it. I don't need ammo smith. Don't need dodgy. No. 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 Most of these cards, just don't need them. And if I ever need them, I don't need them now. Like if I go questing, I want the hacker cards because there are times when I want to be able to get into things. Okay, so let's go up here and rank this up to level 2. And next one, yeah. But I can do that. I could just go over to Adrenaline or Aqua Girl. I'm just holding my button on my mouse, which just runs a macro that just hits spacebar forever and ever and ever and ever, just over and over and over again. So I don't have to. So I'm just holding a button on my mouse right now. What did I delete? I deleted something, didn't I? Oh, wait. No, I didn't. I'm just not in the same... I'm not in the same... yeah. No, I did delete something. I wasn't using blocker. Shit, what was I using? That sometimes can happen when I accidentally crunch the wrong card because I'm in a hurry. Okay, I'll figure it out. I think I will. Will I figure it out? Let's see. Traveling pharmacy, arms keeper. Oh no, that's what it is. It just didn't. They got pulled out for some reason. Okay, that's another. It seems to like pull cards out at random. Like I didn't remove those cards. Why were they removed? I don't know. Very strange. So I have an extra point here because right there's a point there. So now I have 3 points that I can do something with. Like I could put another category. I just don't know what I want to do yet. So, and unfortunately, like the really valuable, this is the really, really valuable stuff, right? Like I would love to pick more damage to close enemies. What is it? More damage cards, right? But I can't slot this. I could share it from another account, but then I wouldn't be sharing something else. So ideally what I would do is I would have Gunsmith here, and then I would share like the weak spot damage card in this stack from the other account. I just don't have enough, you know, points yet for any of that. So really, I'm sort of in that no man's land where my builds are, you know, until I get 2 more points from leveling up legendary perks, which would come from getting strength to rank 4, right? That would effectively give me 3 more points from where I was 10. The third star gives you a point, the last star gives you 2 points. At that point, I could move points over to intelligence, slot gunsmith so my guns don't fall apart so quickly, and then I could, you know, share over whatever. Or I could just suck it up and go over here and say, you know what? The gun thing, we're just going to give you I can never remember their names. Not that, not that, not that, not that.
I really need to
But she
find a
might
way
not
to
have
bring
it.
back water ice.
I don't necessarily buy all the cards on all characters. Yeah, I guess she doesn't have it. Let's go buy it. That's the other thing you can get with high levels. You can like experiment. You can like all the cards, right? Like I'm going to buy all the cards. I'm just going to buy them. Yeah, there we go. And so you can play around more. That's something you can't do at 300 or even 600. Okay. Gun. So if I equip this and share it, so really more than anything else, being high level just means you're flexible. You have builds, you can do different things in different scenarios. You might have a power armor build for this, a sneak build for that, a public build that doesn't use power armor, a raid build, maybe 2 or 3 raid builds for different bosses, right? Because you can swap. You have so many points that you can buy all these extra cards, and you can swap them in and out for various things. Maybe you have a foraging build where you're farming for materials, you know, a carry weight build where you put on all your carry weight cards. You know, like I could effectively on this character pull out the easy target and scatter shot and just have a spare set arms keeper and traveling pharmacy that's rank 2, right? And the same thing for through hiker. And that's probably what I'll do, right? And I'll use the perk machine here, or not the perk machine. I'll use perk loadout manager down here, just swap cards back and forth so that I'll have a utility build. Many characters. It's does this one work? No, this one's not loading it. I would usually have a utility build here at 11, which I do tab T minus key on my keyboard, and that loads in things like the hacker cards, the picklock cards, all the I can squeeze in at the cost. Oh, and buying and selling, right? That would put hard bargain here instead of inspirational. Like I will keep strange numbers, but then that way, if I just need utility function for things, I can just load all that in, and then I can go right back to where I tab T1, right? I just go right back to my first build or whatever build I'm normally running, and it's very convenient to just swap back and forth. But I do have to have, you know, rank 2 arms keeper, rank 2 traveling pharmacy, and then I would add those to that build. Same thing with rank 2 through hiker. Swap those cards in for that build. I would give up like natural resistance for it, or maybe chem fiend. I would just get rid of that, right? Wouldn't have it. I think I actually have a spare card here, don't I? Yeah, because I don't need Aqua Girl in there. Yeah. Fiend in there for the let's remove a card there. Now I have 2 cards to play with. Now I can figure out where to put them. I don't know where to put them. I could put them under here for awareness, but I don't think I really need that. Is there anything here that could really...
I Found some recipes at a place called Toxic Larry's Meat and Go.
This doesn't work because I'm not.
There.
It's a single fire sniper weapon. That one doesn't do anything. That one doesn't do anything. Fantastic for shotguns. No, that doesn't seem appealing to me at all. I don't want to be near enemies. I want to be at range, right? I mean, that's nice, but I would put that on my utility build, you know, for carry weight. This is fantastic for shotguns. Again, carry weight, utility build. Now, I don't know what bleeds. Is it just like sharp weapons? Is that what bleeds things? I think maybe. Ballistic card. I'm trying not to attack torso. I'm trying to attack head, weak spot. Small guns doesn't count. Deal Sealer would work for the holy fire, right? Because I would be crippling it, and I would also be giving it fire, like burning, right? That's 2 impairments, but that only counts for the second shot. So as I'm standing there firing with holy fire, all of a sudden it has a burning effect, or maybe it's crippled. So this is sort of meh. I'd much rather do pyromaniac or whatever it is, the pyro effect. This could be effective, but I'm generally not, like in West Tech, I'm not far enough for any of them to be far enemies. They're always close enemies, or there's no man's land between close and far. This is amazing. Absolutely fucking amazing. This card, you can get it at level 2. It is the most fun thing in this game to me, to be able to shoot something with a bow and have it go and hit other enemies in just one shot. It is, when it works, it is amazingly fun. This card is way overpowered. Or no, not this one. The, shit, where is it? Tank Killer, way overpowered, because now 40% ranged weapon, ignoring all ranged weapons, all of them. And when you pair this with Bow Before Me, you basically have 80% armor pen. It's insane. 80% armor penetration. It's insane. You're basically neutralizing almost all enemy armor for almost all enemies, except for like the biggest enemies that have, you know, just insane amount of armor. That's why bows are so damn overpowered right now. You can any enemy in the game if you're built right. Even 3-star legendaries, boom, dead, one shot. It's absurd. I'm really fearful that they're going to nerf it. I don't do that. I don't do that. Okay, so nothing in this is going to help me except maybe awareness. And I don't really need that because I have VATS accuracy from my 2nd star. There's nothing here more I could do.
Try anything once.
Because I don't do a spin-up weapon. I don't do any of that. This is nothing to do with damage. Strange in numbers, yes, damage. I wonder if I would do anything here. Here would give me damage. Oh. Oh. Gain damage. Oh, damage and resistance. Never mind. Gain, quote, damage and energy resistance. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. No sane person would run this anymore. I mean, maybe there's some use case that I can't think of, but it seems crazy. Now, see, this card is actually really, really useful, right? Especially if you're like low level and you're like, you know, I have to keep popping stim packs. It's like, well, just put this card on, you know, and bump up your charisma a bit. food to do it, and then, you know, now you're good. You've got some like this passive increased amount of healing regeneration, which you normally would have, but now it's like really boosted. It's nice. But you do have to give up other things to get it. Now I could use this card to back on the weapon, but I don't like that. I don't like taking that damage from being up close.
Next time I go out, we'll see how robot tea stacks up.
Now, if I were able to control the situation and be far from enemies in all situations, yeah, I would do that. I would put explosive as my second star. I would put C, you know, in perception, and then I'd, you know, that does more damage. It's good, right? It's excellent. But oftentimes I'm right next to the enemy because I'm in West Tech, and then it explodes, and now boom, I take that spill damage, that splash damage. This I would put on when I go bloodied, or if I you know, test the bloodied, I would put this on. Increased damage, AP regen, yes please. That's one reason that low health builds. The other reason is because they're typically stealth, and you get stealth bonuses, which are insane. See, this used to be good. This used to be like extra damage. Now it's just accuracy. So it's like, why would I ever use that? I don't stand there minigun or a plasma caster at the Scorch Beast. It's not the way I play. No slight on you if you do. It's just not my thing. I don't like it. It feels bad to me. I don't like, you know, 2/3 of the ammunition I'm sending out to miss the enemy around, and I'm like trying to track it, and it's like, stay where I want you. I want VATS to track it for me. Maybe that makes me lazy, so be it. That's what I like. So far, this card is a good
I wonder
option
what those stuffy old cooking shows from before the war would say about wasteland cuisine.
because it affects all damage, right? The other option is the weak spot. I'll test both, being shared from the other character. Again, bows get this now, and they also get Mr. Sandman. It's crazy. 100% here, 100% there. Bows are stealth weapons. Just absurd. Now, if I were a critical build, which I'm not, I could obviously build out, you know, the crit cards, and I would put Limit Breaker on my armor and put Lucky Hit on my weapon. But I don't feel like doing that. It doesn't feel as good on a non-automatic weapon to me. Automatic weapon, it's lovely. It's like you just see that bar go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down as you crit every other hit. Feels really good. These are bullshit, by the way. Not worth the slots. In my opinion. I don't find this to be useful. Not worth the cards to me. Obviously no power armor for that one. This is one of the secrets of being a low health, unyielding have this card, and you reflect a lot of damage. That ricochet and just being super stealthy. If you do get discovered, you know, you build for not just stealth, but you build for durability or for like taking a hit or two. You have block. You know, you could be surprisingly tanky even at 20% health. You know, when stuff is coming to eat your face, I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't want that. I'm going to go ahead and just commit to losing that. Finish up. Fix it good. Whoop, not that. Fix it good. Oh, that's the other thing. When you have a bazillion points, you can make mistakes, and it's fine. I'll just crunch it. Crunch the frostbite again. That's what happens when you have hundreds or thousands of pick-a perks available to you. Some people have, you know, easily 10,000 here. That guy that was at 4077, he probably, you know, 2,000 pick-a perks just waiting to be picked. He'll probably never use them. They'll just keep accumulating, and he won't spend them because that's just, he has all his legendary perks, all his legendary cards are already rank 4. Even, you know, all these are rank 4. He doesn't need to level them. He probably has, you know, 1,000 perk coins here that he can swap these perk cards back and forth after every single skirmish, you know, and never run out, basically. I mean, maybe not that often, but a lot, right? Let's go ahead and get our other pick lock cards. Yeah, at above 150, you can basically buy most of the cards that you need for all the different things that you're doing. Let's see, is there anything else I would need? Contractor, yeah, let's get 2 of these. Don't need either of these because I have rejuvenators. I would like this, but I'm willing to sacrifice. I do want this. I already have that equipped. Don't need White Knight. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually put those points that I freed up in there.
I wish I had some fresh cranberries. I really want to try out this relish recipe.
There we go. All right, so now I'm going to go back into West Tech. I'm not farming XP, but I'm going to grab a crap ton of toxic goo. Toxic. Like maybe 100. Get myself down to maybe 10% health. I'll try that and see how well this weapon does at 10% health. Seems absurdly low. Like, God, you're going to die, you're going to die. No, I won't, because the rejuvenators and the armor, all that's going to really help. This way, this way, this way. I do want to be well fed. I would not be surprised if with a bloodied weapon I can one-shot 3-star enemies. I will 45%, well, a little bit of extra reloading speed, which will suck. Let's go with, let's stay on my Furious weapon for now. Hi, guys. Oh, hi, Mark. Guess I didn't need to take a Radix, did I? That was dumb. Want more rads. Okay, let's put this on 7, which is where my radiation food goes. Toxic goo. All right. There we go. Let's see what kind of damage we're sending out with the blooded weapon. Again, we're not going to be able to get, we're not going to be able to keep the 30 stacks. Shit. I think I did. I was expecting more.
Scream for mercy.
Yeah, it's disappointing. Right now I'm at 384, 596, right? That's pretty good. And the other weapon, you can see, let's see, 432. Interesting. Oh, you know what? That's interesting. The bloodied effect itself might not be necessary. It might just be enough to have the nerd rage kick in the extra damage. Let me see what that's doing. So nerd rage is giving me. Let's try that again. Take it off, put it back on. It doesn't like to update sometimes. Okay, 65% damage. That's pretty good. Then I'm getting another 36% from science for the hurt. The bloodied effect is currently 123%. See, this should matter. It should make a difference. Let's see, 208, 293. And this one is, wow. That's amazing. That's just so weird. Let's try this weapon again with no adrenaline rush. Okay, 2280. Again, I'm not critting. I'm not holding down spacebar. Let me reset itself. Get rid of adrenaline. Actually, let me take off adrenaline. I don't want that effect to be active. And I do have that slinger on there, right? So that is a little bit more damage. Okay, well, let's share a different one. Let's just share gunsmith.
Chest. Oh, my brother.
So that extra damage on the second shot was because of the crippling, the stacking crippling effects. Let's take that off. Okay, no more crippling effects stacking up. Now we just have the accumulation reaction, which I would have to wait 30 seconds to not get that, so I'm not going to wait that long. So now we're at 2100-ish damage, and this is the Furious at 30 stacks. Oh, 2000s. Right? I can't control for adrenal reaction. It's just too much stuff to deal with. I would have to get rid of all my mutations and all that stuff. I mean, maybe I could take a rad away, or a rad X. See, what am I?
We were made here, but you will die here.
Yeah, I'll take a rad X. Just suppress all mutations. All right. No mutations. Right? Yep. All right, so now we have just core damage. $2,100, $2,400. So taking one for the team is kicking in. That's why I'm getting that extra. Let me take that off. Unequip, yes. Okay, so now we don't have taken one for the team. I'm just trying to compare base to see what the bloodied one is actually bringing. So really, I'm at 1900, 1800, 1800, 1700. Okay, so there's that weapon. Now let's go to the bloody weapon. Now, of course, I'm in an unfair position 25 stacks. 23, 22. When I get down to 20 stacks, it'll be a more fair comparison. Because this is what I would normally have with this weapon is 20 stacks. Let's go in here, let's go downstairs and shoot an enemy. And after the next shot, then we'll be getting 20 stacks of Furious and have a better comparison. So I was at about 1800 before. Okay. 1700, 1700, 1643. Furious is still better. That's crazy. I'm not like upset. That's wonderful. But it looks like you can just, let's keep going. Let's just make sure. Let's make sure. Because that's just crazy. Oh, is it 21 stacks? That's right. So this is no crippling. This is no legendary effect, making it better. 1673. 1673. Let's go back outside. I need to move my tent. Actually, what I'll do is I'll move her tent over. Again. Again. Forrest Gump impression. Ah! So there must be extra multiplication going on that I'm not aware of. I remember Angry Turtle saying that Furious is better than you think it is. Like, the numbers don't really reveal just how good it is. So maybe that's how, you know, it might only have this many numbers, but you would be surprised at how much more powerful it is. Things that the numbers aren't really telling you. So maybe that's what he meant. If so, then yeah, that makes it S tier for sure. Like, why would you ever choose a bloody weapon at that point? So, level 100, 1643. 1643. Variance, but 1643. And I'll go back to Furious. That doesn't count. 1807, yeah, it's better. That's crazy. I never would have guessed. Because if you look at the weapon, it should only give you 45% more damage, right? That's all it should really be giving you. 45% more damage. If you go by the description, but apparently there's a lot more going on. That it can actually beat out. Oh wait, that was 1509. Why is that? Yeah, there we go. They both have pinpointers, right? I mean, am I missing something that I forgot to put on one? Did I put on one and not the other? Let's make sure, because I don't want to mess that up. Pinpointers, switch fat. Oh! I forgot to mod out the receiver. Idiot, idiot, idiot. Okay, let's figure that out. I'm glad I figured that out. Boy, that was really weirding me out. Okay, so I forgot to put the... When I made it, I got all excited about putting the legendary effects, and I totally blanked on modding the two mods. If people are screaming at me in chat, you forgot to do this! I can't see it, I'm sorry. I don't have it available. All right, well, let's fix that real quick. bloodied, calibrated, aligned. There we go. That's what I did. This will be a fair comparison now. See that bug? Oh, there, now it's regenning. It's so weird to not have the mutations. I have Chem Fiend on, so it'll be this way for the next, how long? 30 minutes? 20 minutes? 13 minutes, okay. Take a look. Now this will be a good comparison. Second weapon, bloodied weapon. Get rid of him. See, that's better. This is more like what I was expecting. 18, 16. 17. 1725, 1695. I wish it were consistent. Oh, it's a distance thing too. Like damage falls off with distance, so I do need to get closer to things to truly test it. That's fair. Okay, so up next to him, 1725, 16. So, but right around 1700. 1725. Looks like right around 1700. It sort of varies, but that seems to be of those numbers, the median. 1725, 1725, fairly consistent. Let's go back to the Furious weapon. That doesn't count. Wait, how do I have a kill streak? I shouldn't have a kill streak. I guess I don't, really. It looks like I do, but I don't. At least I shouldn't. Mutations are suppressed. Adrenal reaction is... Adrenaline is gone. That number down there, does that just appear even if you don't have those cards now? Is that just like a thing that always appears now? Let me see what the effects are. I don't... There's 2,000. Let's go to the bloodied. Why is it different all of a sudden? That makes no sense. This is not going to be accurate for a while. It's going to be arbitrarily high. That's a distance fall off. Okay, now we're down to 21. Now it's fair. 1725, 1695. 1635, 16. This is fair. Okay. And this weapon is aligned, bloodied, VATS enhanced, swift. So the only thing doing damage is bloodied and pinpointers, right? And then these mods, like VATS enhanced and swift, don't do any damage. They're just quality of life. So 1695, 1665, 1695, 1695. Okay, so back to Furious. Let's let our stacks get back to 30. 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, 30 stacks of Furious. So consistently getting right under 1700 for the Bloodied. Oh, we have a legendary. Nice. Yeah, this is really good.
Tear you apart!
That's crazy. That's just crazy. Crazy good. I'm going to test Bloodied again, but I want to do this. Let's go. There we go. Blood, which you can see right there has the dot in it. $17.25. All right, back to the Furious. $30 stacks. Oh, it's a 60. That doesn't count, but still. Yep, I am absolutely stunned. Is this good? Even compared to Bloodied. By all rights, that Bloodied weapon should be just absolutely wrecking that Furious weapon as far as damage goes. If you just go by the paper numbers, right? All right. Well, that settles it for me. Furious wins. At least in this scenario, because there's like 30 stacks of it. Now, if I were to like build a sneak build, I wouldn't build Furious. I'd build Bloodied. I think. Well, I might do a hybrid. But I would be focusing more on the sneak cards, right? Because push comes to shove when it comes to agility. And in a true sneak build, you'd be putting... well, I didn't with the bow, did I? I went with all gorilla perks on the bow, so maybe not. And then I put a couple other really good things there. Yeah, it's crazy. Let's put these back on. Tormentor. See targets. I want to put the Bloodied weapon in my... Actually, I'll keep it named. Plasma plus B, BE, Swift, PPE. Alright. Crunchy Crunch. Isn't that amazing, though? It's the kind of thing where you wouldn't believe it if you didn't test it for yourself. Or if you didn't see someone showing it off. It's like, you'd look at the description of the card and you're like, there's no way. No, you're understanding this. No. It can't work that way. It's not what the card says. It's like, well, I know what the card says, but I know what it actually does, and believe me, it's weird. It's unpredictable, and I don't know why, but it does this other thing. It's like magic. Magic! I'm probably not going to put rad powered on this. I really like this rejuve. I really like the rejuve. I might put the other... like, I love this... I love being at 10% damage, or 10% health in this scenario. Let's go check it out against these guys, where they... all the nasty bits. I do have natural resistance on, so let's see if rejuvenators can keep up with this too. Obviously, I have overeaters, and I have the, you know, the straight damage reduction from the other thing, right? Throw all the things at me. Throw all the things at me. That's with 31. And only 3, which is like, I think that's at soft cap. Is 300 the soft cap? I forget. It might be. Only 10 legendary script for now, so I can't do anything until noon. That's an hour away, but then I'll put those other 2 rejuve cards on there. And then I'll just keep Peg at 10% because, damn. If I go lower... I know some people like go into the raid and do the snake boss at like 1% health, which, you know, it seems crazy, but, you know, there's a reason for that. Because, look at that, 66% damage. Okay, so 66% at 5%. Except I need to not take a rat away. I need to go milk Brahmin. That was a mistake. All right, let's go do this. Let's go milk some Brahmin. I need to write down what those different levels, different health levels. All right. So 20% is 66. Wait, that's not right. That's not right. It's not updating. Why is it not updating? 15% or 40%. Okay, 40% damage. That's annoying that it does that. Okay, so we're going up first. I want to hear the sentry bug go like a digital moo, because it either thinks it's a cow or it's trying to herd the cows and keep them company. Digital moo. Other times it'll just go moo. Okay, so pro tip, be in stealth when you milk. It seems to have a better result. Like they don't see you and they're like, oh, what? Oh, you just milked me. What the hell? Makes me think of a funny sketch that Will Ferrell and Britney Spears did on SNL's news segment, where they talk about milking her. It's like, it's like, and then of course you get this image in your mind, you can't get it out of your head. Okay, so hidden. I'm not well hidden. Well, maybe I am. Or maybe it's a weird bias that I have where, you know, a couple times I was stealth and had good results, and not stealth and didn't, and that's just like skewed my perception. And there's no real effect, you know? But I'm normally in stealth when I'm doing these things because, you know, all stealthy built. Which is one of the reasons I'm trying this, just to see if I can enjoy it. Okay, there's that. Let's go down to... Let's go out to here. This may seem like a weird thing to do with milk. I just wanted the free travel spot first. She is in her camp, and she's doing well. Yes. Actually, I'm going to stand her up so that we don't get respawns. Being not in stealth will suppress spawns for other people if they arrive. It's sort of a mean thing to do, but I don't want my camp to be attacked. This is yet another travel spot that I've yet to uncover. I'm in third person, by the way. I just see no value in seeing myself. I wish I would not get that stupid bouncy thing. I need to elevate my camera more. Go. And that's how she does it. All right, so let's go 0 and rum and milk. There we go. Okay, so let me write this down. 76. Nerd. Rage. 20% health. Let's see. Health. Nerd. Rage. There we go. These will be right aligned. I'm making I'm adding this over here, right? Wait, no, not here. Let's do it here. Here, yes. More space. I don't want to redo those. Okay, so 20% health. Nerd rage is 40%. Someone probably did this somewhere. 15. And if nerd rage is still 40%, then it's not updating. Yep. It's probably occurring. It's just not showing it, right? The panel with the numbers. So 15% and 54%. Take one more. So at 10% health, it's 67%. This is, I believe this is additive, not multiplicative, right? That would be insane. 5%. Let's just undo it and redo it. Is 80% damage. All right. So you imagine just running around at 5% health? Yeah, I can. If you have 5 rejuvenators on, that's not a bad thing. If you can take 2 hits and not lose 5% of your health because of all your armor and buffs, then that rejuvenators will pull you right back up. 5 pieces, boom, you're right back up to whatever health you were before. Not an issue. Let's try these honeybees over here. I do have this location, right? Yes. Okay. So if I do die, I can come right back. Come on, guys. Come at me. See, this is not normal. I would normally not just let myself get hit over and over. And this probably is not representative of, like, going up against, like, a sheep's or something. They probably dish out considerably more damage. Okay, there we go. So yeah, it does not work forever, but I wasn't bad. Now, with 2 more rejuvenator pieces, I might be able to survive that particular encounter with those 3 enemies. 75%. There we go. Now, the rejuvenators would have been able to keep me alive if I were at, like, maybe 10, 15% health. Let's try just this guy by himself. Can you get away from my loot, please? Come away from my loot. Thank you. I want to get my loot before it... I guess that's not much in there. I could also put in that that one card that gives you health based on your charisma, like health regen. That would add to this. Mutated still? Or not mutated still? Nope, I have him back. Okay, let me take a Rad X. Now remember, I only have 3 rejuvenators pieces, so... Why is it missing? That's weird. Alright. Enough. You're annoying. Why can't I target you? So I would get 60% more rejuvenate. More self-healing with those extra 2 pieces. Now, I don't think this will help against a big guy. Let's go test a big guy. Let's go test a big guy. Actually, I know which guy I want to test. And again, this is not the best power armor in the game by any stretch. This is like your starter set, right? If I were in Vulcan, it'd be even better. I'm gonna go west, right? Yes. Let's go this way. Oh. Oh, did I go to the wrong one? I think I went to the wrong one.
Target acquired. My insult for you was well crafted, witty.
Take that. How about that insult? Let's see if a behemoth can kill me. Get rid of all this shit, because I don't want to come all the way back here when I res. I just want to see how long it takes for him to kill me. When I have 3 rejuvenators on me. And no mutations. I mean, I could put blocker on, but it's not the way I would normally play it. Yeah, it would make a lot of sense in this situation. Why don't I do that? Because that would be what I would do. If I'm this low health, I'm usually with blocker on. And I'll sacrifice other things. Because I'm already getting an amazing amount of damage from just being low health, right? Right, so what I would do here is... let's see here. This. Yeah, whoops. Easy target off, blocker on. That's it. So you do have to make some sacrifices. And if I were fully built, I'd probably have both. I would not get rid of blocker. Okay, big boy. Can you come this way? There you go. Ooh, you're grumpy. He's very grumpy. Ooh, look at you. You're angry, aren't you? So this is Stomp. His Stomp can't kill me. Kill me now. You're gonna swing your thing at me again? I get my mutations back. Let me take off blocker and see what that does. Oh! Oh! Ouch! Ouch! Hey, blocker does seem to help a lot then. Let's try with block. Yeah, see? Blocker, I don't go down to 1%, I go down to 3%, 4%. Is that his weak spot? I don't see yellow numbers. Here, let me go to first person. He's a big, dangerous dude that takes very little damage. Well, no, he takes a lot of damage, but he's got like 100,000 health or something, right? Some insane amount. I should probably crit once in a while. How many shots does it take to get a crit? Am I missing? I'm missing. That's why it's taking so long. Interesting. Maybe not. Okay, weird. Seemed like it was missing a lot of shots or something. Weird. Okay, so blocker is definitely in. For this low health, yeah, you're gonna want blocker. This, yeah, coupled with this and tormentor, yeah. Again, this is, we're in the. So it's not like you can build anything you want. You're limited by your slots, right? You can't put everything in yet. But I'm gonna take one for the team, damn it. I'm going to put my tent back over here. Then my next task is to build out my perk loadout manager definitions, which requires using a website and requires editing an ini file so that I can just go tab T1 and pull up the first one, tab public events, tab T4 for forage, tab T minus for utility, tab T equal for camp, that whole thing. Now let's try 5% health inside
Collected
there.
some new recipes on my latest outing.
Yes.
Hello?
What's my science perk doing now? I'm at 34 intelligence, and science is giving me 36. Let's undo that and put it back on and see if that changes. What it says, because I like Nerd Rage, I think the value is still updating in the mechanics, in the math when it actually calculates damage, but it's just not updating the Pit Boy, I believe, which is why I'm having to like refresh it. See the new number. Did I put adrenaline back in? Yeah, I did. We have our mutations back. Yes. Thank you. See, 2765. That's taking one for the team, compounding with everything else. So for a 10-second window, 20% more damage. And it drops off. I think this would work better. I think that's what's really stopping this from working as well as it could. Because I'm doing good damage, but these guys have a lot of armor, and right now I only have one card, I think, that it can give me an armor pen. That's tank killer, and it's only pen. I would have to put armor pen on this weapon to see better, but then I'd be losing all that furious goodness, and I think that's really doing more than meets the eye, as I've tested and others like Angry Turtle have claimed, which is really, really odd. I still can't wrap. Look at that, 2,700 damage. Not bad at all. I'm pushing. It'd be safer to be at like, 10% health or 15 or 18% health or some higher level. I just want to see how dangerous this is. Ooh, yeah, throw a grenade at me, please. I could throw a grenade at myself. No, I can't, because that violates my rules. I'm allowed to use heavy weapons. Except for 2 instances. Rose's syringer and then the stinky grenade. Both for her quests. Yeah, I'm getting 3,000 damage now. That's nice. Now the other thing to try, which I'll do in a moment. Ugh, God. Is so I'm on the other character, right? And I'm sharing off. Oh, I'm not even sharing that. Oh, weird. I shared something different. Why did I do that? That was weird. Oh, maybe I wanted to not test that for the moment. See if it this after adrenaline stacks up, because I just lost the stacks. Okay, now I've taken one for the team. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, lost it. No more taking one for the team. Can you shoot at me? Can you hit me?
Let's get close.
Thank you. 3206, nice. I really need to wait till they hit me. Shoot at me, shoot at me. Thank you. 3200 at 9 stacks.
No green stuff.
3, 2. Wow, that was underwhelming. All right. So my assessment is this weapon is lovely. For a heavy weapon, it's my favorite heavy weapon. Other than Holy Fire. My 2 favorite weapons. And this book. And this thermos. Just these 3. If you know the movie, you know why that is kind of funny. So now my is this card better than where is it? Do I have it? I don't think I have it. Is that card better than the close range one than Gorilla, right? Because doesn't it go up to 20%? 10, 15, 20? So is this, which would affect, everything, not just headshots, right? It's just, they have to be close within 3.5 tiles, right? Floor tile things. So this wouldn't count for enemies that are across that big room when I'm shooting them, like this would. But it is more damage, right? So is it worth choosing this for 20% damage? I don't know, let's try it. Obviously, it's going to matter if I'm up close and personal. Like in the first couple rooms when they're right next to me. But when I go to that first big room and I jump up and I shoot the guy across the balcony, will that boost my damage against him? Will it just ignore that altogether? Does it really matter? Like that guy's close enough that I'm 3 tiles away, right? Like these are the size of a floor tile. So 1, 2, 3, and about there is as far as close to. So that counts as close. Like that guy's probably too far away. Too far away for it to count. This guy's close. Close enough. That guy's close enough. Close. Close. Borderline. Okay, close enough. The other option there is just to also put the damage to far. And you have that, like that one tile no man's land in between the 2 zones. So you have the close zone, then you have the far zone, and they're separated by like a gap, right? And that gap is I call the no man's zone or no man's land, where you don't get any benefit from either card. And now we're consistently one-shotting things, which is nice. I'm not doing this for the XP as much as I am just testing cards. And again, no crit. No crits, it's just straight damage. Everything's being one-shot. Which also sort of makes the crippling effects not really worth it. at this point. So I could take off the crippling cards, right? Because everything's being one-shot. So crippling, any status effects that get, you know, where you're like, damage to enemies that are this. It's like, nope, they're already dead, so it doesn't matter. So at this point, I can take this off. I can take this off. I can take this off, and it shouldn't matter. Those cards would only really apply if you're in the overworld and you're up against like a Scorch Beast Queen, or, you know, all these other, you know, things that last for a long time, that take, you know, several hits to, because you don't want to equip all those cards just for one extra shot, right? It's like, oh, my second shot is really powerful. Yeah, but it's almost dead. Why are you equipping like 9 cards just so you can cripple it and have that second shot that would normally kill it anyway? You know, it just seems silly. Okay, so there's that. So yeah, that works. Close enemies, yeah, 20% damage. But is it worth it over being able to be, you know, a mile away and still get that headshot and still get that extra little bit of damage? Did no effect on me. Okay, let's bring this back up to 10% health. Give ourselves a little survival wiggle room. I just took 2 Brahmin milk, which each removes 2.5% of from your health bar. At least for me, it always has. So if you're at 5, you take 2 of them, you'll go to 10. Take 10, take 2 of them, you go to 15, etc. All right, so there's that. Come a long way since beating things with our fists for lack of a heavy weapon.
How you doing?
That was weird. I didn't remove myself. How dare you, bitch! Remove me from your team. I think, generally, since they're close enough, I think I like the other one better. The weak spot one. Just my gut, it's going to be the more, like, in more situations, it's going to, like, help me, because I don't have to worry about how far I am. It's just there. You know, I just have that extra little oomph. And if I cared, I could always lower my health by, like, you know, a couple percent. Bird Rage is, you know, doing its thing. And I can make up for it just, you know, whatever I'm losing by that 8% there. I can make up for it just by lowering my health by like 2%. Or, well, maybe not that little amount, but. Why am I not one-shotting everything? Is it because I'm not 5% anymore? Well, that's 29. Take a berry mentats, increase my science, and yeah, I know I'm leaving the building or the upper area clear, but I don't care. That's what Blobby does. They like jump up there and then shoot from the air out here. See, now I can just go ahead and not worry about how close I am to those enemies, which is nice. I like that. I like not having to worry about distance. That's a good thing. Especially if I'm fighting something dangerous, I want to be far away from it. Because I don't want my damage to fall off too much. Because that's sort of what's happening here sometimes. Whoa! Ah, there we go. There we go. Finally bit it. Don't know what did it.
Only for super mutants.
Now, the real sad thing is if I had electric absorption, that never would have happened. Those would have been healing me. But of course, as we all know, that's broken. Or at least it's broken for me. How can you not love this gun? This is amazing. I mean, normally I would use an Enclave plasma gun, but I'm not allowed to use rifles or pistols. But this is like sort of an equivalent. Doesn't do as much damage, I don't think, but it's still lovely. Because it works I mean, this feels like shooting an Enclave plasma gun. All right, I think I'm done. It's time to take a break, time to eat. It's time to chill. 30 minutes, everything will be reset. I can sell all that crap. I can vend. I can put the last 2 rejuvenator species on. And I probably won't be like at 10% when I'm doing all this. I'll probably be like 20%. You know, just I do want that extra little bonus damage, but I'm used to moderating my health to around 18% maybe. So it's just a habit from when Nerd Rage wouldn't kick in before you were below 20% health, right? Back in the old days. So right here, this number I'm comfortable with. This feels 18. Mwah, perfect. Now if I look at what Nerd Rage is doing, obviously it's not as good as it would be. 46% damage. Yeah, it's not bad. Not great. Not bad. But that 18%, I mean, a little bit farther when I get 5 rejuvenator pieces on there, because that might be enough to just keep me alive through anything. Except a nuke zone, at which point I'll need to, like, you know, chug a Brahmin milk every, minute or so. Or every 30 seconds just to fight the... oh, hey, how you doing there? Hi. Hey, buddy. Welcome to the PTS. If you ever need assault rifles, farm West Tech, man. It's crazy. All right, now I have to go figure this out. I have to go like copy this and rebuild it in Nukes and Dragons, and then like get all that figured out. Like, I think I might just like hold off on those cards. Awareness this time. It was a good test, but if I can boost my single target damage or my single shot damage, that's going to be really good. I might still consider putting these on just for like situations where I'm Like I might have a build where I'm like going up against a big beastie, you know, like a, in which case I would want, you know, like I'll show you what I mean. So let's go down here. Again. Actually, let's go here. They should not re up. Yeah. And then I'll go down to this event down here.
Gathering presents.
What I want to do is go up against like the Scorch Beast Queen, where I can cripple her, you know, have her go down and not be annoying as hell. All right, let's go down to here. I'm just trying to get down here, you know. I guess I could. What was I thinking? The robots are still hostile to me, so I'm not going to go through town yet. Okay, there's one that's up out of the water. I'll do her. Yeah, see? It's nice to cripple things when they're big and nasty. So I need a big and nasty build that I can fall back to when I'm up against big nasties. But, like, I wouldn't ordinarily put that in there. Is she gonna pop back down? Obviously, my damage is not as good right now because my health isn't super low. Yeah, let's just do her head. See if I can cripple her. Yep, there we go. When she's crippled, she can't spit. Even I'm just like going like that, right? It still keeps her crippled the whole time. So now she's no threat, right? If I go here, and I'm doing more damage, that does even more crippling. Of course, these little pigs are gonna... Coffee. Hi, Queenie. Now, without those crippling cards, that would have been a completely different fight. She would have been coming after me, like running. No, stop. Same thing with a Scorch Beast. You just want to be able to bring that down quickly, so you want extra crippling. Let's try that. Let's go just out here. Land. You can land now. Your arm is crippled. Really? You're just gonna keep flying around. There you go. I mean, I guess I don't need, you don't need a specific crippling build to bring her down, but it does help if you have extra crippling effects. Like, you could even have, like, a cripple weapon where you put bullies on it. What I would do. Like how I built that bloodied weapon with, was basically just a carbon copy of this one, just with bloodied. You could do that and just put, like, bullies on it. That's probably what I would do with that queen. That would take her down, too. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I'll have a cripple build, and I'll just try that for a while. And of course, all my other stuff that I usually define. The non-cripple build will have blocker. Just that way, if something tries to come and thump me in the face, I can take it. Like if I'm in, when those dogs come at and chomp me. Because that's sort of a bit of a lifesaver card when you're a low health build. And I'm going to stop the stream here, take a break, go eat, go stretch, and I might be back later. Bye-bye.